Tesla made it clear that they want you to stop buying silver. And that's because they bought a lot of Bitcoin. Let's see why. Hello and welcome, friends. This is Persian Stacker. Welcome to my channel where we discuss hedging against inflation by investing in physical gold and silver. We unbox new additions to our stack and discuss some current financial themes as well. Well, big news as you already know. Tesla announced its investment in $1.5 billion into Bitcoin, but also in their annual report, they revealed some of its updates in its investment policy. Now, specifically, besides digital assets, they named alternative reserve assets such as gold bullion, gold ETFs, and quote-unquote other assets as specified in the future. Well, this may move the price of Bitcoin, and we saw it kind of skyrocket up a little bit. It didn't really have a direct effect on gold. Those are two very different animals here. One thing that seems clear right off the bat, it seems that Elon Musk and Tesla are taking a direct shot at the US dollar. They're definitely showing that they do not trust it. They don't like the overprinting, and I think they're a little fearful of inflation in the debasement of the dollar, especially since they have bonds out that mature in 2024, and that can offset some of their profits in a major way. There's a few other things that are going on with Tesla that are kind of timed with this news. And those pieces of news come from overseas. Firstly, in China, there's some quality control issues brought by the Chinese government against Tesla. In addition, they're having some decline in car sales. On top of that, in Germany, there's a delay in their factory there due to the inability to obtain that $1.2 billion in government subsidies from that country. Now, if that's not enough, the third piece of news comes as a surprise to a lot of people, especially myself who hasn't heard of this. The e-car rival Rivian is preparing, guys, for an IPO. Interesting news. Now, as soon as that came out, Tesla stock went down 5.7%. It's come up a little bit since. But Rivian is going to seek to go public as early as September, Bloomberg reports. It's targeting a $50 billion valuation. Now, it's not a big deal, I guess, compared to the $800 billion, quote unquote, in my opinion, overinflated valuation of Tesla. But what's interesting is the niche in the market that it's driving toward. Rivian is targeting electric SUVs and pickup production. And it's a segment of the market where Tesla really struggled, especially with that Model X SUV. But never mind all the stock speculation. Rivian has some solid news. They're boasting a contract in place to build 100,000 electric vans for the Big Daddy Amazon. You've seen the trucks. They come to your house. Imagine that being built by Rivian. It's going to be some really fierce competition for Tesla. Could all this be the moves of a desperate man? Is Elon Musk really in a corner here with Tesla amidst all this negative news from China, Germany, the bond coming up in a few years, and the rival Rivian making a strong move? Bitcoin seems like a little bit of a gamble. Now, don't get me wrong. Bitcoin might be here to stay, and I'm not saying you should or shouldn't buy any. Personally, I have my own feelings about it, and I like the tangible stuff. But I can't fault you for trying to get in there and put some investment into something that maybe Apple, Microsoft, and everybody else might jump on too. It could be a good move. However, this could be a little risky. Imagine if, Bitcoin goes up or down violently. Remember, Tesla also announced that they will take Bitcoin as payment for their electric vehicles. It's a little bit of a gamble when you think about it. Say you buy your car with Bitcoin, and the next thing you know, Bitcoin crumbles to the ground and bottoms out. Well, that's going to be tough for Tesla. They're going to give out all these expensive cars and have a digital asset that's worth nothing. That could be big trouble for the company. However, there could be the opposite problem too, where you buy your electric car with Bitcoin and the thing takes off and triples overnight. Now, you've given Elon Musk a gigantic boost to his bottom line, and you've got a depreciating asset sitting in your car. And what's the final factor here? The thing that's most relevant to us stackers is silver. And Elon Musk's relationship with silver is pretty obvious. Tesla has to make electric cars. They need lots of silver for the components, the batteries, and the circuitry. They clearly want to keep prices down. So I think this is a huge distractionary news story that they want to, pull people away from this silver craze, this quote-unquote silver squeeze, and they do not want to see the physical silver prices go up. They need silver. That's going to be a huge increase to their cost. So we can already see some of this stuff happening in the detachment of physical silver and paper silver. If paper silver now is trading at around $26, $27, you and I both know that when we go to buy silver, we can't buy it for that low. The premiums have gone up because of the demand. We're sitting here at now $4 to $10 sometimes on premiums, depending on whether you're buying bars or American Silver Eagles. To avoid that premium and to avoid that physical silver cost, Elon Musk and Tesla do not want attention on silver and in the buying craze. This may be a way to pull the attention out, boost up the price of Bitcoin so that they can also accept it as buying it for their cars. Not a bad thought, and it could be genius, or it could be sheer disaster. The bottom line and the mantra that we always try to support in this channel is, if you want to get at the big banks, if you want to preserve your wealth, if you want to do something outside of the current central Fed or banking system, you want to stack and keep your physical gold and silver, guys. Build those stacks. Try to stack as much as you can. Even in times of high premiums, there's still some deals to be had. I've switched to looking at some bars now at $3 to $4 to $5 over a spot. You can find them. Some of the government minted bullion is $4 to $5 over spot. Those are still some good deals. Remember, buy in stages. Don't throw all of your money at it. And as you see some dips happening, make that purchase. Stay tuned for some more content. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep on stacking.